Well, hello there, my fellow bookworms. Today I would like to bring a little update to the entire channel and sort of to inform you what's going to be happening in the next days or what I'm planning. So, apart from the normal videos, which we sort of always had, the ones that get a little bit philosophical and stuff, I have a few of them recorded and I'm gonna upload them. There is going to be this series that I am planning, which I don't have a name yet for. But the basic idea is that I'm gonna read these self help books from the self help artists, those really shitty ones like 25 Rules to Be Successful or How to Live a Good Life or shit like that. People who are really incompetent to talk about stuff like that, and they do. And we're gonna go by them one by one, review them, and probably just, make a virtual list where we can add them. And yeah, that's all I wanted to say for this video. So be ready for that. But that's the entire series. But let's talk a bit about the entire self-help bubble. We can call it like that. The I've read my fair share of these books. I've read, I would even dare to say, countless of these books. As you will find out as I'll make these videos, I'll had a lot of belief systems that I find repulsive today in the past because I was also a teenager which didn't know what the fuck he's doing. So I was trying to find myself, reinvent myself in the world. And sometimes it went well, sometimes it went bad. So I had this period of my life where I bought these books and read them and just focus on building an inside pyramid of myself and becoming a top investor at the age of 15. You know what I'm saying? Those casual stuff that you do as a 15-year-old. And what I realized, I then switched to normal books and I stopped reading that bullshit. And after some time, I came back to it and I realized that there is this important factor that nobody really talks about. To me, those self-help books are very, 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 very similar. Um, are very similar to for me, the self-help books or the self-help industries present with this phenomena, and you can actually see it with the normal books too. It's not a rare thing to see. It's actually quite common. Now, the thing I'm talking about is that people buy stuff just to have the stuff and not to actually use it in any meaningful sense. What do I mean? For example, you buy a car, right? And you don't really use it for transportation. You just kind of it just sits in your garage and is there, and it's a nice fancy car. And you really gotta ask yourself, like, why did you buy it? I mean, I get why people buy nice and expensive cars. It's not a hidden fact. They want to show off, or they really are a car lover or car enthusiast and have the financial means to afford such things. But at the end of the day, a car always has to be used for transportation means because it's a product at the end of the day and it was made to be for transportation. I mean, it makes a difference whether you transport yourself from a point A to B in a Ferrari or in an old Toyota. I mean, of course, it makes a difference. And of course, the cars are going to act differently on the road. But at the end of the day, when you boil it down to the very basic idea behind the car, all cars are the same because they're made for transportation. And the same is with books. All books are the same because you're supposed to learn something from it, right? And many people take this approach of buying books which have big names on them just so they can flex on other people that, oh, I'm reading Nietzsche. Oh, I'm reading James Joyce. Oh, now I'm reading Shakespeare. And you see these books sit on their shelves, never opened, and if opened, these people just fast read them so they can engage in deeper communications and talk about some Shakespearean influence on English or whatever bullshit they think about, right? And these books don't serve its purpose because books are not supposed to be just read and put back. Books are supposed to be thought about, and then you're supposed to somehow, get to a conclusion from them and apply it to your real life. Books are supposed to educate or entertain. There is nothing wrong with books that are entertaining, but I'm gonna focus on those books which are supposed to educate, because that's the self-help category, right? The self-help books are not for entertainment, or they are not supposed to be, right? Actually, most of them are so laughable you could categorize them as comedic masterpieces, but yeah, let's just focus on like the bare bones idea. If you have a book that is supposed to help you live your life, it's not for entertainment. Therefore, it falls into the second category where it's supposed to teach you something. And I would dare to, say that some of the self-help books provide tips which are at least half decent. And some people might find them useful. I'm not making a case that you should go and buy the entire bookstore. I'm making a case here that, sometimes these books actually provide advice that is sound and might work actually in the real world. What I want to get to is that most of these people buy those books, then they post it on Facebook or Instagram or something like, I bought 7 Habits of Highly Successful People. And then they don't do anything with the book. Or they read it and don't understand shit. Even though that's quite impossible, because those books are written in such simplistic manner that even a 5-year-old would understand what ideas are being said to him or her. But these people don't really apply what they do or what they read in the book into their real life, right? They see this rule like be more confident, right? Or whatever bullshit, right? And there are written some tips how to do it. They just read it and they're like, yeah, I'm going to be more confident. And when they wake up tomorrow, they're going to be the exact same person. That's what I'm talking about. Because this does not only apply to self-help books, this applies to also other books, right? People read Nietzsche, people read Marcus Aurelius without understanding what the fuck those two wanted to say in the first place. But I read Nietzsche, I read Marcus Aurelius, so now I gotta be somehow better than the other people who haven't read them, because I somehow possess knowledge or something that people don't, even though they do not. They just read 2 books and don't apply them into their real life at all. So at the end of the day, it's quite a pointless endeavor. But anyways, that's the main problem, in my opinion, with the entire self-help industry. That's why I decided to do this series, to review these books and really give them the time of the day that some of them maybe deserve. And yeah, that's what I wanted to basically say. That's the main problem of the self-help industry, because that the people don't act on what these books preach, or they don't do what these books preach. And in my later philosophical videos, we're gonna get more into the detail of why is that, or why I at least think it's that. And we are going to slowly start reviewing those books. I am really happy that we're gonna have like first series with 15 subscribers here. So yeah, first book club reviews or something. Yeah, I'm gonna soon might do a video where I say the entire list I'm going to review, but I do expect that we are slowly going to add those books there as we progress. So I don't think it will be a stationary list like this is the final one when we are not gonna do any books at all. If you want me to review a book which is outside of the self-help influence, write it into the comments. And yeah, write it into the comments. And I'll check it out. I have a lot of books that I'm reading, but I'll find the time to, squeeze another one in there. So I'll find the time and we can do a separate episode on that. I am not saying that it's impossible that happens, right? Just notify me, all right? And share your thoughts below. Share your comments below. Give me a like or a dislike, whatever you fucking feel. And see you later, my bookworms.